Yo, what is up, bros? We have returned for the final rankings of the artillery generals. We have already gone through the tournament. We've got everybody's maximum damage. Now it is time to consider their other non-damage perks and give them a final ranking. Right now they are just in the order of the damage they have done. And so all the way down here at 22nd is Chuikov. We will be rating 16 through 22 in this video. So with that, bros, the 22nd ranked worst general of all 6 to 5-star artillery bros is, and you may think it's Chuikov because he had the worst damage, but it is not. It is Bagadolio. Now, why is that? Because when I was testing Chuikov, I realized I did something. I put artillery leader on him instead of accuracy. Remember, we tested this with Alexander. If they don't have any other damage perks, accuracy is the way to go for more damage. Because, I mean, you need damage perks for this to scale and be useful. 40% chance to give the enemy a critical attack. Well, critical attack from what damage? This? Is that all you have? 24? And maybe a little bit if you're on a mountain? So yeah, we need accuracy. And I didn't change that. I looked back at the video to make for sure, and I did run this. So if you're wondering how much difference did it make, if you don't remember, this is Alexander with artillery leader, 4,429. This is Alexander with accuracy, 5,160. So like 700 more damage just from changing that perk. Bagdalio is just bad. He's trying to be a Lin B, but he just can't get there. He just doesn't have it in him. So, the 21st ranked general, and thereby the second to worst general that there is, our boy Taruchi. Now, Chuikov at that 700 damage, switching those perks around would have been right on par with Taruchi, but let's look at him here. Taruchi, 5-star artillery, 3 movement. Supplied armored units. Here is something. There are a lot of obsolete perks now because they didn't scale them at all with like the increased health and increased health regain with like the ribbons and some of the medals. They just kept them the same. So now a general's going, he has almost 2,000 health. And you're going to give me a perk that gives him 20 more health around? Nobody is going to use that. You wouldn't even notice it. It wouldn't even matter. Not with generals that are hitting like 600, 800, 1,000 bombs and you're adding 20 health per round. It's not... There's so many of these like that that are now obsolete. Same here with the architecture. And machinist. I mean, at least Chuikov has a little bit of mountain fighting. Same movement, same artillery ability. I think he pulls a little bit ahead. I mean, bro would have accuracy and mountain fighting. So yeah, Chuikov does pull ahead of Taruchi. Bros! The third worst general in the game. I don't even have to move. I don't even have to do anything. It is Chuikov. Chuikov, like I said, these 2 perks, completely obsolete. Absolutely obsolete. I mean, what can you say? He's better than the previous 2, but that doesn't say much for our bro, Chuikov. They did our boy dirty. Our next worst general coming in at the rank of 19th. Again, I don't even have to move, and you can kind of see it here. There's a time where, regardless of how good your supporting perk is, or whatever we're calling these perks that are going to move them around, if a bro is doing over 1,000 more damage than you, it doesn't matter what other perks you have. Like, that is cut and dry. You are below Zhang. You are doing 1,000 less damage. Alexander, that's you, brother. Good movement, our highest movement general yet. Crossfire, I've never put this on generals. Raider, obviously on an infantry bro. Wasted perk. Artillery barrage. Never put that on anybody either. So bro's just rolling with accuracy. I'm surprised he did as well as he did. The 5th worst artillery bro in the game. Again, I don't even have to move. It is going to be Zhang. Bros, Eichelberger does have that perk. He's going to be able... There's a lot of generals right here that are kind of close together, right? Eichelberger and this perk, it's one perk of a general that I use all the time. I will always put him with somebody to get that extra damage. He's going to move ahead of quite a few generals because of that perk. That's the closest bro we had to Zhang. Sikorsky has his reasons for being ahead of Zhang too. Lieb obviously. Sokolovsky obviously. That leaves Zhang out of the generals that are close to him in damage. He's back here at, what did I rank him? 18th. Ace Forces, I never put that on anybody. But if it's on, fully ranked, I mean, I guess you could get some use out of it. Artillery Leader, Crossfire, again, I never put that on anybody. And Accuracy. And now the 17th ranked general, and thereby, what is that, the 6th worst, is going to be our boy Bruchminati. Now look, he's pretty high up here with 7,000 damage, where Zhang had 600 less. Eichelberger, with that perk, is going to be way above him. Alright, there's no change. Then we're getting down to only 300 damage difference. And I will explain why I think Sikorsky is better than Bruchminati. Sokolovsky, situationally, way better than Bruchminati. I mean, we'll look at that later on in the rankings. Lieb is obviously better than Bruchminati, but we're going to talk about Lieb. He is going to probably be lower than you would expect. Rumor, there's so many ways to get a general stupid nowadays that I used to have rumor on all my artillery bros. Now only the ones that came with it do I have rumor on, because there's so many other ways. Anyways, Bruchminati, mountain fighting, never gonna use it. I do remember he has it though, because I've had him long enough that I do remember one of his perks is mountain fighting. Obviously inspiration is good. Obviously it's not as good on artillery bros as it would be on a tank bro, but it can serve its purpose. Since high morale lasts for 2 rounds, I mean, it can do some work. Crapper 3 movement, though. That's embarrassing. Bruchminati, 3 movement. I mean, Lieb and Bruchminati was close, and even though that rumor doesn't pack the punch on a general that it used to have, I still think it moves him, even though he does 100 less, a little bit ahead of Bruchminati. So, the 16th ranked bro, and thereby the 7th worst general. I'll do the 10 worst generals and I'll stop saying that, and then we'll just rank them. 16th worst ranked general is going to be our boy Sikorsky. So, I mean, this could be useful, right? There might be, you may only have one other economic bro. And this bro has a little bit of economic output. He also, when he's on a city, can defend himself a little bit better than others. So I'm not going to carry Sikorsky. I mean, you might ask, well, why not? I carry Bruchminati. That's a good question. I don't know. It's just, Bruchminati gets to be that, he's grandfathered in. He's a holdover from a long, long ago age. Anyways, yeah, Sikorsky, I mean, he has 4 stars in movement, which is better than most of these bros we've rated. I don't mind him. He has artillery there and accuracy. Throw him on a city, make some money, and be able to defend himself a little bit better. I'm okay with him being at 16th. So far, big changes versus the damage they did. I mean, Bruchminati fell pretty low. I mean, he was doing 500 more than Eichelberger, but that attack guidance or whatever the hell it's called, that perk, I mean, I would much rather have that than the 500 damage over 10 attacks that Bruchminati could give you, right? And obviously, Sokolovsky, for obvious reasons, there's only 200 damage difference anyways. He is definitely going to be ahead of Bruchminati. 100 damage difference here. I'll take Lieb's rumor. I'll lose that 100 damage. you know, or a little bit more. Leaves performance went down over 10 attacks to have, you know, there's times I still use Lieb. Like, I'll throw him, well, not now that I have De Gaulle, but before I would use him, in the Hawaii defense event on hard. I'd move him down to what, the southeast, where the aircraft carrier first comes in, that first one, and I would use him, well, on all the ships that come across there. I'd try to put rumor on them to help out. So yeah, there was still, I was still using Lieb for his rumor up till recently. I mean, I said there was a bunch of different ways you can get rumor and make units stupid, but that is assuming on some of them that you have the money to, like the Stukas, right? But you also have, what, Abrams, you have Auchinleck, you could use, what else am I forgetting? I mean, Chenault's perk is pretty much the same as making somebody stupid for a round. I mean, there's also Alpini too, high-ranked Alpini. But yeah, so that's kind of how I justify Brauchwitz falling so far. And then, you know, Sikorsky ahead of him just because, you know, the economic that he brings. I would rather have that extra money more often than I would take Brauchwitz for that 300 damage over 10 hits. Anyways, bros, that's gonna wrap this video up. That got us 22 through 16. When we come back, it's the higher we go, the harder it's gonna get, and then probably the more controversial it's gonna get, because a lot of you bros probably don't care about the bros all the way down here. I think it's gonna start to matter. Well, more definitely 15 through 11. But once we get in the top 10, yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of comments bitching about how I rank them, or how I decided to. Anyways, bros, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Slap a try, hit the notification bell, making for next upload. Peace.